welcome back to another Hanja episode. The character we're going to be talking about today is Che. And this character, I think, has my favorite origin story so far. But first, I want to say thank you to my Patreon supporters and channel members for helping to keep the lights on here. And if you would also like to become a supporter of me and this channel, I'll put links in the video description for how you can do that. Now, the point of these Hanja videos, and I say this every time, it's not to teach you how to read and write these characters. That's usually not necessary or even helpful in most cases. It's to be able to recognize their sound and meaning in words that you already know, as well as in new words that you haven't learned. Now, this one, again read as Che, is originally a drawing of somebody holding onto a kamtu. A kamtu is an old style Korean hat. It was worn by like government officials. You probably have seen it in dramas before. So it's someone holding onto a kamtu. Basically, it's them taking the hat off of someone else's head. And this would be a big no-no, very rude. And that's what this character originally meant. Something very rude, like pulling off a hat of a government official. Kind of like spitting on someone or putting a kick me sign on their back. However, its meaning changed over time, not to mean something rude, but somebody who's wearing a government hat. So basically it meant a government official. So in this way, its meaning changed from something rude to be someone who's very skilled or great, just like a government official. And it eventually ended up changing to just meaning something that's the best among others. I actually learned all of this from Naver Dictionary, which is one of my favorite resources for looking up words as well as Hanja. This is not sponsored, I just really like the dictionary. So let's look at some common examples of this character. You probably already know this. 최고. 고 is the Hanja for high. So literally the most or the best high, so the highest. But in this way, by the highest, it's meant to mean just the best. So you can call your friends 최고, you're the best. Or you can say that you have the 최고의 한국어 선생님, the best Korean teacher, etc. Now, you can also still use it to mean the highest, though. For example, if you wanted to say 최고 점수, the highest score. Maybe you got the highest score on the test or something like that. The opposite of this one is the lowest, 최저. However, this doesn't mean the opposite of it being the best. It just literally means the most. 저 means low. So hopefully you didn't get the you know what I'm gonna say. But you could use it to say something like 최저임금, which is the lowest wage, or we would say minimum wage. So then what is the opposite of the best? Well, that's the worst, which is 최악. 악 meaning evil, literally the most evil. So this would be the worst. So if you just had the worst day imaginable, you can say, 오늘 진짜 최악이었어. Oh, it was the worst today. Next are 최대, meaning big, and 최소, meaning small. So the biggest and the smallest. You can use them like that. They're often used with 한, which naturally translates to at most or at least. So at least this, or at most this. So 최대한 and 최소한. Next is 최근. 근 actually means close, so literally this means the closest, but it's used in this way to mean close in time. So this would be like recently, or nowadays, or these days, and it's often used as 최근에는, or 최근에, like that. Recently, these days. And one more, 최애, 애 meaning love, so the most loved, so we would just say favorite, or maybe a top, or someone's bias, literally their most loved. For example, you could say my 최애 한국 drama is the drama from 2015 called Signal, which is basically a TV show version of that movie from the year 2000 called Frequency, if anyone saw it. Check it out if you like detective shows. Anyway, if anyone's seen it out there, let me know what you thought about it. Okay, I have two more. The first is 최신, 신 meaning new. So the newest, you might buy the 최신 모델, the newest model of something, so the newest or the latest. And next is 최종, 종 meaning the end or the finish, so literally the most end, or the final. So you might get the final 결과, the final results of something. That would be 최종 결과. So where else have you seen this character 최 used in Korean? Let me know in the comments below. I do check all of those. Thank you for watching, and special thanks to my Patreon supporters and channel members, really, for helping to keep the lights on here. I really appreciate all of you. If you would also like to join to become a supporter of mine or this channel, I'll put links in the description box below for how you can do that. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again in another episode. 그럼 다음에 또 봐!